Rachel Gibson here. Welcome to my channel. Well, my dad now is officially gone. He had a lovely send-off on Wednesday, because it was his funeral Wednesday. May. Just as I thought, a nervous wreck. Looking at a picture of my dad on my fireplace, the one that was used at my dad's funeral actually when he was 18 in the RAF. My brother got printed because he works for a printing company. Got it all blown up. And had it for Dad's funeral for his service. And I'm sorry if the light's going in and out, it's just weird. But yeah, I don't know if you'll see it, but there you go. That was at my dad's funeral. That's what was looking back at us. And I miss him terribly. My voice is all crackly because I've literally all cried out. I still want to cry, but I'm too angry to cry because I feel angry. One of the stages of grief, apparently. First one's denial. Second one's grief. Grief. Anger. Why am I angry? Because my life has changed. My dad is now gone. Do I believe in afterlife? Yes, I do. And I believe he'll be with Mum. He'll be happy again. And he's no longer in pain or suffering. Because I know he was suffering before he died. And I keep looking at his picture when I'm talking about him. But he had a lovely send-off. He had the RAF flag over his coffin. And boy, it was a big coffin. For a petite little man, he was tall. He was 6'5", 6'6", it was one of the two. And I think my husband and my sister's going to come in shortly. I knew I should have done this video earlier when they went out. But yeah, it's just going to be a short video this. It's just how much I miss my dad. It's just me and the lads now, my brothers. On the morning of his funeral, I woke up in such a daze. I was like that all day. At the funeral, I got to my dad's, well, as I say my brother's now, because Dad's not Dad's house anymore, because he's not there. When everyone turned up, I had to go upstairs into the bathroom and I just broke down. Because it seemed real. Well, obviously it was real. But when I walk in that house, my dad's old house, it's very quiet. It doesn't seem real. I kept expecting him walking through the door when my cousins and me aunties and uncles came to the house, his brother and his sister. Because, well, that's where we left from, his final journey. It was, got there and I was all over the place. But there's one thing I am glad of. I'm glad that my boy was there. He kept me strong. He wouldn't leave my side. He kept his arm around me, making sure I was okay. He kept saying, "Are you okay, Mum? I'll be fine, darling." He kept saying, "I miss Grandad." I goes, "I know you do. I miss your Grandad as well. He will be very sadly missed." He kept saying, "With Nana now." "Yes, so darling, he's with your Nana now." Because with him having autism, it's hard for him to understand certain things. He's 16 years old. It's like talking to a 6-year-old. With autism, that's the way it is. And some people judge kids with autism or adults with autism. They judge them. They go on like a child. It's not their fault. They can't help the way they are. It just in my eyes, it makes you more unique and more special. And it doesn't make me love him any less. In fact, I love him more. He's my world. He's my number one. And on Wednesday, I couldn't have got through without him. He walked us through the chapel. He sat with his uncles, along with me and my husband. And everyone else was sitting behind and had nice speech was all said about Dad. And how much they wanted, my mum wanted a little girl, and eventually they got a girl that my mum and dad absolutely adored, and that was me. There was a big piece about that, about me, but mostly about my dad. I wasn't bothered about me. How he met Mum, how they grew up together, started courting back in those days, as they would say. Fell in love, got married, fostered. Then had the first child, our Colin, then the rest followed. Several years later, there I came along. The girl they always wanted. That's why they're so special to me, my mum and dad. They weren't just my mum and dad, they were my foster parents, my adopted parents. Most of all, my actual parents. They were my parents. I don't class them as my adoptive parents because they never introduced me as their adopted daughter. They said, "This is my daughter." They would say, "Oh, this is my dad did in hospital to the nurses. This is my daughter, not my adoptive daughter like some parents do. This is my daughter." And my mum used to say before she passed, "This is my daughter." And yeah, I know I talk posh, but I'm saying that's how my dad and mum used to talk. They weren't posh, but they were well spoken. The pain I'm going through is very hard to explain. Unless you've actually lost a loved one, a parent yourself, parent, grandparent, niece, nephew, son, daughter, auntie, uncle, a cousin, anything like that. The pain is unbelievable. And the pain I'm feeling right now, because it's still raw for me, because he's only been gone for 2 weeks, and he went finally on Wednesday. Because I went to see my dad in the Chapel of Rest, around the corner from me, on Monday and Tuesday, just gone. Put roses in his coffin, put a poem in his coffin, a picture of our Michael in his coffin. There's also a card from my sister-in-law to go in the coffin. And my sister put a note in the coffin for him. There were 7 roses. Me, Lee, and Michael, and the 4 boys, his sons. Dad wasn't one for flowers, but I'm sure he wouldn't have minded the roses to show our love for him and how much we're going to miss him. But I have to get to the reality that it's just going to be me and the boys now. And it's weird going to that house and Dad's not there. He should be there, but he's not. I miss him. Words cannot express how much I miss him. And how much I miss my mum. It's 9 years on the 20th of this month. She passed. And I miss her deeply, and I miss my dad deeply, because still, like I said, it's still early for my dad. He's only just gone. It doesn't seem real yet. It hasn't sunk in that he's gone. I know he's gone, but it hasn't sunk in he's gone. The title of this video probably how much I miss you, Mum and Dad. Or Mum and Dad, how much I miss you. This will probably be the last video I'll be talking about my Mum and Dad. Because I want that time to grieve on my own. To remember them. I just wish they were here now. Because even Michael said at my dad's wake, I want some of Granddad's stuff. And that's where it's going to hit, when we have to sort Dad's stuff out at the house. As a family, we have to do it. But not quite yet, because we're not ready yet, because it's still, like I said, still raw. But as a family, we will pull it together. Me and the boys. My brothers. So I'm going to leave out by saying, Mom, Dad, we all miss you so much. Life, it won't be the same. I know I've got my brothers. I know I've got my husband. My son. My sister. But without your parents, you'll always feel alone. And that's how I'm feeling. So alone. I miss them. So Mum and Dad, I love you. Wherever you are. Up in heaven. Somewhere up there. Thank you for being my parents, and thank you for everything you've done in my life. I miss you. Don't forget to like, please subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And as the title would say, how much I miss you, Mum and Dad, because I do. And I will see you soon in my next video, whenever that'll be. I need time to grieve. I'm hoping to do one, but see how I feel. So remember, please like and please subscribe and leave a comment below. And thank you very much for watching. And love to everybody out there that's going through the same thing as what I'll be going through. Or I'm going through. To everybody that's lost a loved one, my thoughts are with you, and so is my heart. And I love you all very much. Bye.